I pray for this perfect being I have yet met. You've created a good thing in she. You've molded her.
I've never been in a place and had I could look at a black woman, she looks back at me, and there's that connection.
No, there's not.
It's never happened with me. I've tried.
You kiss me when I'm playing the kissing game.
We are light, we are love, we are children of the universe.
Woo! Married at First Sight Season 18 exclusive sneak peek of the cast. They still haven't told us what the release date is for next season as of the date of this video, and the cast hasn't even officially been announced. But we won't let that stop us from being nosy. No! Instagrammer MazFan, shout out to MazFan, was able to find out who the cast members are and posted their first names along with one photo of each person. From there, I did some serious sleuthing to see what I can learn about these folks. Now, I've done videos like this in the past, and there are usually a few people I'm not able to find at all. But not this time. I found each and every cast member, but the amount of information I was able to dig up kind of varied. Hi, I'm Tamara, and this is Tamara Lynette Tells. So for season 18, Married at First Sight returned to Chicago. Now, season 5 was also filmed in Chicago and aired back in 2017. Season 18 began filming back in August of 2023. So they're done. As much as they like to drag these seasons out, by the time we see the final episode of season 18, it will probably almost be 2 years after they finish taping it. All right, enough. Let me tell you about these folks. Let's start with this couple. The ones whose names I will probably mess up. Ikachi, and Emin. Ciao. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names. I tried to get it right. I even Googled how to pronounce them and everything. Y'all are gonna get nicknames for sure. Anyway, let's start with Ikachi. He's a Houston native, moved to Chicago in January of 2023. That's 8 months before filming began. Coincidence? Keep listening. So he's currently a college counselor for a charter school. He's also a licensed barber, a part-time model, photographer, videographer, skateboard designer, and he's also a musician who has toured with Brian McKnight, Shantae Moore, Kirk Whalum, and a few others whose names I can't pronounce either. They need to stop playing with me with all these hard names. I'm a YouTuber, not a nameologist. Anyway, he had a write-up in a local online newspaper in Houston back in 2020. They wanted to talk about all of his accomplishments as a professional musician, high school band director, author, relationship guru, barber, and photographer. Now, get this. He wrote a book. It's called To My Future #WCW. WCW? World Championship Wrestling? Wheat, corn, and whistles? Water, Coke, and wasabi? Oh, wait. Woman Crush Wednesday. To My Future Woman Crush Wednesday. Letters to my best friend and future everything. I'm just teasing. I knew what WCW means. Anyway, when he had the interview with the local paper, he talked about his book, and this is part of how he described the book. It's a series of letters that I wrote to my future wife. It came about from a failed relationship, someone I thought that was going to be the end all be all, and it became an outlet to depression, to letting go of all of the issues that I was figuring out at the time. I don't know how many men stop and think about the issues they have, but I wanted to make sure that whomever I'm going to be in a relationship with, that I get rid of the issues or I work on my issues. Okay, we'll see how well you worked on your issues as we watch your season, Mr. Man, whose name I can't pronounce. So he has a website, and he gives us a sample of what we can expect from the book. I'll give you a little taste.
Protect her dreams. Give her space to create. Give her peace and the ability to relate. Oh, and Lord, please don't forget her faith. Fill her life with purpose. Physically plays prolific passions.
I can't wait to see how all of this is going to translate once he's dropped into the chaos of being married at first sight and probably paired with his opposite. Now, speaking of being thrown into Married at First Sight, this isn't his first rodeo. Remember when I said keep listening? Well, get this. When he lived in Houston, he actually applied to be on Married at First Sight Houston, and he made it pretty far. Well, at least to the top 70 anyway. Here he is back then.
Okay, so what are you doing here? Why are you trying to be married at first sight?
I've been doing something wrong, apparently, and maybe I need some help.
So, when I said he moved to Chicago in January and the show started taping in August, is it a coincidence? That was a real question because there are cast members who have relocated in order to be on this show. Now, I have zero evidence that he's one of them, though, so I won't speculate too hard. Well, not yet, anyway. So according to this, he was 38 years old when he auditioned the first time for the show back in 2021. His birthday is December 2nd. So I'm guesstimating that he's 41 years old now or 40 years old when he taped season 18. That's a full-on grown man age. And according to his Wheat, Corn, and Whistles book, he's done a lot of work on himself. So I'll be interested to see how he carries himself throughout the season. Moving on to his match. MM. She has a master's degree of science in nursing. She's currently working as a nurse practitioner. Now, she mentioned that she was 35 back in April of this year. So depending on when her birthday is, she's either still 35 or turned 36 since then, which would make her 5 or 6 years younger than her hubby. So she works at a med spa clinic type place where they have weight loss treatments, non-surgical aesthetics, and lymphatic drainage procedures. Okay, she had me until she got to the drainage part. Anyway, this photo seems to have been taken after she got married at first sight. Now that's based on the date it was uploaded, April of 2024, and the wedding ring on her finger. Hello. Now, on her social media, she refers to herself as an empath. Now, of course, I've heard that word 1,000 times, but I wanted to look it up to get the official definition according to Google Artificial Intelligence anyway. So it says that an empath is someone who has a heightened ability to sense and experience the emotions of others, often going beyond empathy. Empaths may be able to detect subtle emotion shifts, understand unspoken feelings, and even intuitively sense what others are feeling before they communicate it. Okay, so between the work Ikachi has done on himself and her empathness, at the very least, they should be able to get along, right? Anyway, she's a dog mom. Her dog's name is Rico. She gets her workouts in and seems to be a little bit of a fashionista. For their honeymoon, MM needs to pack this t-shirt from the Skims Fits Everybody collection. Look how smooth and seamless this is. The fabric is breathable and so soft, but somehow it smooths out my curves. I'm wearing it with the Skims crossover bralette and full briefs in the espresso color. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think this bralette could hold my girls, but look, you see it. My girls aren't going anywhere. I love the bralette, and do you want to see the bra I'm currently obsessed with right now? Good, because I'm going to show you. It's the Skims t-shirt bra from the same collection. They sent me this bra the first time we partnered, and I literally wear it all the time. So much so that I hopped on the website and bought one in the cocoa color. Look how well the bra and t-shirt go together. Now, this t-shirt is so versatile. It can be worn casual, or you can dress it up. You've got to check out this Fits Everybody collection, available in sizes extra, extra small to 4X. After you place your order, be sure to let them know I sent you. Select YouTube in the survey, then select my channel, Tamara Lynette Tales, in the drop-down menu that follows. Speaking of drop-down, let's see who you think in couple number 2 had to lower their standards to stay in their marriage. Alan and Madison. So Alan is a financial planning and analysis manager. He's a dog dad. He made an appearance on a local news station to model this jacket. And it looks like he was on a news channel before that appearance to model this cowboy outfit. I'm thinking he either knows a clothing designer or he's getting his part-time modeling on like Ikachi. Alan also appears to be a car enthusiast. He likes to go to car shows. Meanwhile, his match Madison is an Oracle Cloud implementation consultant. Say that 5 times fast. When it comes to Oracle, she specializes in payroll, HR, and talent management, just to name a few. Madison was born and raised in Colorado and loves to travel. Couple number 3, David and Michelle. David is a Chicago native. He studied social work in college. He competes in the NPC, the National Physique Committee. Okay, bodybuilder, get your flex on. Now, he's obviously big into fitness. I hope Michelle is too. Otherwise, that could be a problem. He used to work as a bartender at his family-owned bar. Now, the bar appears to be closed for business now, though. His birthday is August 18th, which makes him a Leo. Now, Michelle is an executive assistant. So prior to working for the company she's currently with, she worked at Twitter as an executive assistant for 8 years. She left there just a few months prior to Elon initiating the purchase of the company. I wonder how different her job situation would have been if she wouldn't have left Twitter when she did. Anyway, she loves animals. She's been both a cat and a dog mom, still might be. I don't know. Something about these two, David and Michelle, give me incompatible vibes. But hey, given the show's track record, that's always a safe bet, right? Couple number 4, Juan and Carla. Now, Juan was featured on this article for an app he invented that allows you to see what the habits are of the people who you may potentially sit next to on a plane. So, for example, if you like to sleep on the plane, but the person in the seat next to you likes to read with the overhead light on, the app will tell you that and help you pick a different seat. So, according to the article, he was born in Colombia and moved to the US when he was 7 years old. His father is an entrepreneur, which carried over to Juan. He also works in sales for a company that supplies construction-related equipment like scaffolding and temporary fences. He's also a model. What's with all the models? Did Married at First Sight hit up modeling agencies to cast this season, or what? His birthday is either on or near February 7th, which makes him an Aquarius. He's 37 years old.
But today we're here to try some nice arepas. I'll take a bite. Look at that. This one's cheese and plantain. Look at that.
That was a video he made with his friends. He's made multiple appearances on his friend's podcast where he discussed the topic of women and dating. So I've put together a little montage of what he had to say. Now, bear with me because some of the audio is bad, but the points he's making are kind of interesting, so I put it in anyway.
I realized that American women don't really meet my needs, you know? So then I was like, you know what? Like, what am I doing? It's like, I got everything I want with Latinas, you know?
Do and
I mean,
care.
if it comes to sex, like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I think all women have something great to offer.
Yeah, when
you
it
know?
comes
The
to
problem is that women are a lot more mature than men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it makes no sense for me to be with somebody that's like 33 because they need to be with somebody a bit older than me to
I
match
agree.
the maturity levels. But if you really want something that you're going to be enjoying for me in a relationship
After
setting, I
sex.
want Latina. I want a Latina. Now, the most beautiful women I've ever seen, prostitutes, like, because you know in Germany, we were in Hamburg. My cousin lives there, so we went out. What I've noticed is the women that I get along with best are between like 5 and max 30.
So, what'd you think? One thing he made crystal clear is that he wants a Latino woman between the age of 25 and 30 to match his maturity level as a 37-year-old man. So, did the experts give him what he asked for? Hell, did the experts give her what she asked for? This is his match, Carla.
I incorporated my sound bowls into my meditation because, again, I love music so much, and it soothes me and it automatically brings me to a happy place. And then I noticed with the sound bowls, I started feeling things inside, and it started bringing up emotions, and I was able to then like release them, and then I started moving my body with the sound bowls.
Okay, I'll give it to the experts that she looks young and she's Latina, but that's about it. Carla is giving me Mother Earth, grounded, homemade granola, and spiritual vibes, while Juan is giving me regular. And I don't mean that in an insulting way for either of them. I'm just pointing out the differences. So Carla is an entrepreneur. She's an independent hairstylist at a collaborative salon where like various stylists rent a booth. Now, Juan said he wants someone between the age of 25 and 30, right? Well, listen to a blurb Carla wrote about herself just this past January 2024. I have been a hairstylist for 16 years. I'm thinking she's well into her 30s. over the age Juan was looking for. So she says, I love love. I believe in magic. I welcome the unknown. I am spontaneous and will book a flight to just about anywhere. My favorite place is the jungle. I thrive in the heat. Passionate when it comes to Pilates and breath work. Sound healing is my gift to the world. Now, I get the impression that Carla might be further along in her life than Juan, not only in her career, but with knowing who she is. And now it's going to be interesting to watch these two worlds collide and see if Juan is driven enough for Carla's taste. Anyway, Carla is a Chicago native, and in addition to doing hair, she's a certified Pilates instructor, and we see that she loves sound baths. Couple number 5, Thomas and Camille. Now, Thomas works as a financial center manager, whatever that means. In his free time, he likes to weightlift, run, watch sports, travel, and try new foods. He says that spending time with his friends and family gives him a healthy work-life balance. Now, based on when he went to college, I guesstimate that he's in his early to mid 40s. He says he's a volunteer. He donates his time to help with events and mentorships. And he calls himself a DEI ambassador, diversity, equity, and inclusion, just in case you didn't know. His match, Camille, is a real estate investor, certified athletic trainer, and an operations leader. She's currently a director of operations for a hair care company that specializes in African American hair. She ran and completed a marathon in 2019. Okay, Thomas likes to run too, but hopefully that's not all they have in common. Meanwhile, Camille's love for real estate started in 2020. So based on when she went to college, I suspect that she's in her 30s, like around 34-ish years old. So maybe they're 10 years apart, but I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that one. Okay, so this is the cast of season 18 Chicago. While it's obviously too soon to know just what type of drama they're gonna bring, it wouldn't be Married at First Sight if there was none. After season 17, fans of this show were so disappointed, to say the least, including myself. So I hope producers learned a million lessons from that season and made some serious and noticeable adjustments to how they taped this season. Eventually, they will do an official press release of the cast along with the start date for the new season. And when that happens, I'll let you know. In the meantime, that's all I have for now. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video.